Good morning, everybody. It is beautiful. It's 7:30 a.m. on Thursday, October 22nd. Guess what? I just decided to come in early this morning and make a little video for you. One of the two lessons you're going to be doing today in class. So let's just go ahead and jump in with this. Behind you can probably see what it says. It says, look at this, arithmetic with polynomials. Arithmetic. What does that mean, arithmetic? Well, basically what this is talking about is adding, subtracting, and multiplying. We're not going to do division today. We'll talk about division at a different time. And we're doing this with polynomials, okay? Addition, subtraction, multiplication of polynomials is all we're going to talk about today. So let's just go ahead and do this. This is going to be a quick lesson, all right? Quick one. So let's get going. Whoop. Let's say we want to do a little addition, sum. Okay, I got two polynomials. Let's say I have f of x and I have g of x. Let's say f of x is 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. Let's say g of x is negative 5x cubed plus x minus 2. And I want to add these. I want to do f of x plus g of x, which also can be written f plus g of x. These are both saying the exact same thing. This is saying add functions f and g, both dependent on the variable x. This is just saying take function f of x plus function g of x. Both the same. What's this all about? Well, here's what you need to know. Combine like terms. If you know how to combine like terms, you know how to add polynomials, all right? So, there's two ways we can do this. We can do this horizontally or we can do this vertically. We'll start by doing it horizontally. If I do it horizontally, I'm going to write down f of x, and remember, since it's addition, okay, it means it's commutative. It doesn't matter which way I do this. Order doesn't matter, okay? So let's say I want to go ahead and just doing this a horizontal method. I could just write down 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 5. I always like to do this in parentheses. It's just a good habit to get into, especially when I start doing the difference or subtraction. And then a minus 5x cubed plus x minus 2. And now I'm just going to go through and combine my like terms. So here we go. 3x cubed plus a negative 5x cubed. That is a negative 2x cubed. Negative 2x squared. There are no x squareds down here, so it's just negative 2x squared. 3x plus 1x plus 4x. Negative 5 plus negative 2. And I'm done. This is f plus g of x. There it is. Done. Okay? Now that's doing this using what's called the horizontal method, where you're just literally writing on the horizontally and then just combining like terms. Some people are great with that. Not an issue at all. Some people might prefer doing the following. Okay? Let's take this exact same two problems. So this was the horizontal method. Now we're going to do the vertical method. The vertical method, again, I'm going to write down my functions. So here I'm going to write down 3x cubed minus 2x squared plus 3x minus 5 plus, now I'm going to go ahead and write my second polynomial, and I'm going to make sure my like terms are lined up vertically. Vertically. Okay, here we go. So this is a minus 5x cubed plus x minus 2. Notice there's nothing here. If I want, I can put in a 0x squared. Shut up. Boom. Add them up. Vertical. 3x cubed plus a negative 5x cubed. So what's negative 3 plus a negative 5? Negative 2x cubed. Negative 2x squared plus 0x squared minus 2x squared. 3x plus x plus 4x minus 5 minus 2 minus 7. Notice it is the same answer we have over here. You can choose how you want to do it. It doesn't matter. Okay? Whatever you're comfortable doing when you're adding polynomials. So, boom. Great. Let's do subtraction. All right, let's go back to I'm going to go to 2 screens here. I'm going to just click over and get another one right away. Okay, here we go. So let's say I have the following 2 fractions. F of x is equal to 4x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 8. And g of x is equal to negative 6x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus x plus 1. All right. First of all, I want to do f of x minus g of x, which is the same as saying f minus g of x. This is not commutative, so order does matter. Not commutative. The commutative property does not work for subtraction. So again, we're going to do this 2 ways. We're going to do this the horizontal method. Let's start. Whoop. Let's do it. I'm going to write down my first one. 4x to the 4th plus 3x cubed minus 2x plus 8. Minus, in parentheses, negative 6x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus x plus 1. Got it. Now it's combined like term time. Here we go. I got a 4x to the 4th minus a negative 6x to the 4th. What's going to happen? This is going to turn into a plus. This negative has to get picked through to every term. So every term in here, sign is going to change, in other words. So it's going to be 4x to the 4th plus 6x to the 4th. 10x to the 4th. 3x to the cube, 3x cubed plus 2x cubed plus 5x cubed. There is no x squared here, but there is one down here, so it's going to be plus 3x squared minus 2x. Now this is going to become a minus x. And then a plus 8 and a minus 1. There it is. This right here group that. This would be your answer for f minus g of x. Okay? So make sure you're careful. We did something like this before. Remember when we were doing adding and subtracting complex numbers? Subtracting complex numbers, you have to make sure you're distributing this negative through. You're subtracting each of the terms in here, which means each term is going to have a minus in front of it. So be careful. Now, let's do this vertically, this exact same problem. Vertical. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to go 4x to the 4th plus 3x cubed. I'm going to put my placeholder in right now, plus 0x squared minus 2x plus 8. Minus, line up the like terms, negative 6x to the 4th minus 2x cubed minus 3x squared plus x plus 1. Okay, let's do this. 4 minus a negative. That's going to turn into 4 plus 6, 10x to the 4th. 3 minus a negative 2 turns into 3 plus 2. Boom. There's that. 0 minus a negative turns into 0 plus, so it's plus 3x squared. Negative 2 minus 1x minus 3x. And then 8 minus 1. Again, this is f minus g of x. and you'll notice it's the same as we got over here. Again, doesn't matter. Be very careful that you take that negative sign outside the second polynomial and you have to distribute it through. Okay, so literally all the signs change on that one there once you're doing this. So that is adding and subtracting polynomials. That's it. It's all about combining like terms. And you guys understand that. You know what like terms are. Like terms are variables that have the exact same exponential value. And all you do is add or subtract the coefficient, the number in front. Okay? Nothing, the variables don't change. Notice that the exponents didn't change when I added or subtracted like terms. The only thing that changes is you are adding or subtracting the coefficients of the like terms. Okay. Let's do multiplication, and then you're going to be done and you'll be able to practice some problems on this tonight. I'm going to go back to a single page. And here we go. F of x equals 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus 8. G of x equals 2x squared plus x minus 3. First of all, we're going to do f times, let's do it this way, write it both ways, f of x times g of x, which is the same as f dot g of x. We're multiplying. Commutative property does exist, so it doesn't matter which order you write them down. It's the same. Now, on this one, I'm going to do it just the one way. I'm going to do this horizontally. All right? So I'm going to write down 3x cubed plus 2x squared plus 8 times 2x squared plus x minus 3. The way you're going to do this is you literally are going to use the distributive property. Everybody in here knows if I ask you to take this, okay, times something like this, that 8 gets multiplied by every term. This would become 24x minus 16. That's the distributive property. We're going to apply the distributive property here as well. Now watch how I'm going to do this. This is what really you end up doing. I'm going to take this right here, this, and distribute it through. What does that really mean? That means I'm going to take this first polynomial times 2x squared. There it is. Then I'm going to take the second one, this plus x, times this polynomial. And then I'm going to take this last one here, the negative 3, and it's going to be multiplied by this as well. Okay? Now what you see is, okay, so now I've taken this and I said I want to multiply it by each of the terms on the second polynomial. What do I have to do now? Now I have to distribute these through on each of these. Distribute, distribute. And now it's just about doing some multiplication, making sure I use my laws of exponents. We're multiplying like bases. What do? We do what? We add the exponents. Okay, great. Here we go. So 2x squared times 3x cubed is 6x to the 5th. 2x squared times 2x squared is plus 4x to the 4th. 2x squared times plus 8 plus 16x squared. I'm done with the first one. Now let's go to this one. Plus x times 3x cubed, 3x to the 4th. X times 2x squared plus 2x cubed. X times plus 8 plus 8x. I'm done with the second one. Now this one. Negative 3 times 3x cubed minus 9x cubed. Negative 3 times 2x squared minus 6x squared. Negative 3 times 8 minus 24. My last step is to combine like terms and put it in standard form. Combine like terms and put it in standard form. Here we go. So my highest power is an x to the fifth. There's no other x to the fifths. So I'm going to go 6x to the fifth. I'm done with that one. Okay, I don't want to scribble those out. Just move that out of the way. I'm just going to put a check mark above it when I'm done with it. Great. Now I have a 4x to the fourth and a 3x to the fourth. So that's going to give me a plus 7x to the fourth. Cubes would be next. 2x cubed minus 9x cubed is minus 6x cubed. X squared would be next. I have a 16x squared minus 6x squared plus 10x squared. Done with those. Anything that's just an x to the first power plus 8x. There's that one. And then I finish up with the minus 24. Okay? There it is. This right here would be f and g of x. Okay? All about distributive property, being very, very careful. Okay? I'm going to give you 3 things to try here at the end of this video. When we come back in, we're going to see how you did on them. All right. So here we go. Write these down. F of x equals negative 2x to the fourth plus 3x squared minus 5x. G of x equals 3x cubed plus 5x minus 4. I want you to do f plus g of x, f minus g of x, and f times g of x. Okay, when I see you next, we'll be going over these 3 problems. Great job, guys.